What's up, guys? It's MB Boxing, and I just finished up watching Montana Love versus Carlos Diaz, and this was a 10-rounder in the super lightweight division. And this fight was Saturday, December 4th, from the MGM Grand Garden Arena in Las Vegas, Nevada. And this fight was broadcasted on DAZN. And in this fight, Montana Love was able to get a dominant and destructive third-round stoppage victory over Carlos Diaz. I mean, he looked very, very sharp and excellent in this fight. He scored, I believe, 3 knockdowns in total. And in the second round, he got a 10-6 round, actually, which led to me scoring the bout after 2 rounds, 20-15 in favor of Montana Love. And just to break down the fight, although it was quick, the first round, Montana Love looked super sharp, super fluid. But one thing that I do have to mention, he did come in like 4 pounds overweight, so that is a problem. And that does show a bit of unprofessionalism. But he did perform very well nonetheless. So more into the first round. I mean, he looked sharp. He was just the one on the outside, countering beautifully. Diaz came forward with his hands down, and that was just not a smart tactic because Montana Love was able to piece him up every time he would come in there with his hands down, and he didn't really have much success at all, especially in the first 3 rounds, obviously, that he lasted. So then the second round happened after a dominant first round from Love. Love didn't really get to him yet and land any shot that backed him up yet, but then the second round really started to just go in favor of Montana Love and really show why he was really the favorite in this fight, as the first knockdown in this fight happened when Montana Love hit him with, I believe it was a left uppercut, followed by a nice combination, which put him down. And then Montana Love also scored another knockdown with a left hook to the temple. And before that, he was landing some nice combinations to the head and to the body. I mean, he was really piecing Carlos Diaz up. Every time when he would throw a combination, it was accurate, it was fast, it was powerful. And then the third knockdown, which was the last of the knockdowns in this fight, towards the end of the second round, Montana Love landed a left uppercut followed by a right hook and a straight left down the pipe, and Carlos Diaz went down flat, sitting on the canvas. So, yeah, he scored 3 knockdowns in the second round, meaning it was a 10-6 round, as I mentioned before. And then going into the third round, Montana Love was seemingly the victor already, having an extra 4 points on his opponent going into the third round. So, yeah, it started off with Montana Love landing some nice shots, but Carlos Diaz did land one nice left hook, but Montana Love sort of turned his head right when he sort of rolled with the punch, I guess you could say. So I mean, it didn't really cause as much damage as it would if he did move his head. So after that hook from Diaz, Montana Love still went on the attack. He landed a nice left hook, I believe so, that did buckle the knees a bit of Diaz. Then he backed him up a bit in the corner, landed some more combinations, and the referee, Raul Cais Jr., stepped in and stopped the fight. I do think the stoppage was a little early, but I do think the referee should have stopped the fight if Carlos Diaz was really hurt and still getting hit standing, or if he was dropped. Because when he was getting hit in the corner, most of those shots were blocked, where the referee actually did stop it. So I think the referee could have waited a bit longer, but nonetheless, still, Montana Love was probably going to get that stoppage victory, even if he was going to score one more knockdown in that round. So with that being said, what is next for Montana Love? He did prove in his last 2 fights that he is a very good fighter, defeating Carlos Diaz, and then before that defeating Ivan Baranchyk. So, I mean, he's coming off 2 big wins. So I would like to see him against someone in the top 15 at 140. Now signed with DAZN. I mean, he has a lot of options. Who knows? He could go on and face like Regis Prograis. I mean, I saw Regis Prograis in the crowd. And, yeah, I mean, he has a lot of options. I mean, Regis Prograis will be a big step up and really just sort of unthinkable for someone with such few experience at the top level. But I mean, who knows? It could happen. So I mean, he could also face guys at the likes of someone who's in the top 12, top 15 in the weight class. I mean, there's just so many fighters at 140, but most of them do actually fight on like top ranks. Like I was thinking he could possibly fight like a Pedraza, but Pedraza's going to fight Ramirez in February, I believe so. I mean, there's just a lot of fighters. Who knows? He could fight Josue Vargas, even though he's coming off that horrible loss to Jose Zepeda. So, I mean, who knows? I would even like to see him fight Zepeda. That will be a fun fight. Who knows if this would really show if Love is the real deal or not, and depending on how he fights. I mean, I don't think he'll have as bad of a performance that Josue Vargas did, but it could be very, very interesting considering that both Love and Zepeda have beaten Baranchyk recently. So that'd be that'd be pretty awesome to see. I'd love to see that fight between Love and Zepeda. But I mean, who knows? I think that Love is due to fight someone in the top 15, top 10, or even the top 5 at 140 pounds. I just want to see him get tested. And I mean, he passed his test against Branchik, so I'd like to see him have another test against a top guy. So what is next for now? Carlos Diaz. I think he's going to fight someone in Mexico, like in his home country, against a lower level opponent, or in some low level card in the United States. I don't think he's going to fight in a big fight. Although his record is like really good, I believe it's like 29-2 now. I mean, it's just he hasn't really fought anyone that big, and he doesn't have any really good wins. So I think he'll probably just pad his record even more, fight some lower level opponents, journeyman, etc. in Mexico and in the United States. So overall, Montana Love destroys Carlos Diaz, getting a third round stoppage victory and scoring 3 knockdowns in total, winning every single round in the process. And yeah, that's really it. I'm MB Boxing. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later.